Hello everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas day 9 today. Today is the weekend and precisely it's Sunday, but it's also like a holiday in Italia. It's a Catholic festivity. So yeah, it's like a double holiday, double festive day. I do not have big plans for today, also because outside it is blistering cold. It's like raining, but it's almost like this iced rain, like snow. It's the perfect winter day to stay home, chill, maybe watch a movie, which is what I want to do today. Also today I could not bother with putting makeup on, so yeah, I'm makeup free today, and I have also went in for a quick shower just to wash my hair. Although I must say, in winter I also like to take hot baths. It is so pleasant, especially like on days like this one. So let me show you something today. Look, I don't know if you... Okay. Look at the elf over there. I think it's so funny. So let me explain. I mentioned about the fact that I like to keep the elf, like just for myself. Yeah, as a cute, like, decoration in the house, a cute element around the Christmas holidays. And then I take it to my parents' house on Christmas Day, and yeah, we kinda make it a joke with the other family members. But this year I ended up, because yeah, I'm watching Vlogmases and people online, like there is so much content about the elf. I was like, I need to do something, and so I began putting the elf around like different places in the house each day. And then I took pictures every day of the elf, and I wanted to send it to someone. But I also ended up sending the pictures to like everyone, like my mom every day, but also my brother. It's so funny. I think it's also a great way, you know, to start the day and also maybe make others laugh a bit as they wake up, go to work. So yeah, it's something funny, and maybe I'll now share on the screen some of the pictures of the elf throughout the past week, I guess, and the different places he ended up to. So, as I mentioned today, I think I'm gonna maybe just watch a movie, and then tonight I have something so exciting, a gospel concert, yeah, an event, a concert held by a gospel choir. I am so excited. I think it's a type of event which screams Christmas to me. I went to something like this a year ago, of course around Christmas time, and it was such a great, memorable experience. So I'm so happy we'll get to do the same this year, hopefully. Yeah, I cannot wait. And it's nothing too extra, like it's at the local church. Why did I say that? This is weird. It's at the local church, and yeah, it's not such a huge event, but it should be nice. I hope I get to film something and maybe share it tomorrow on tomorrow's vlog, because the concert is tonight, late at night. But apart from that, there is not much else to do. For sure, I want to stay home and get cozy around these days when it rains, when I cannot leave the house, and it's the weekend, so there is not much to do. I like to, especially around the holidays, to almost like build myself a fort, like, yeah, a cozy place to get in, and of course maybe with a blanket, some cushions, and yeah, watch a movie. And around this time of the year there are the best movies, I think. I like the Christmas classics, like the classic Christmas movies, and I have talked about this in my Christmas favorites video, but I figured I wanted to share something with you as well here on the vlogs and in Vlogmas. So I think I showed you this year I have already watched some classics like The Grinch, but also Elf. Those movies are so funny, and to me, like, it feels like I watched them yesterday. Maybe because this year went by so fast. Last year as well, but probably this year was one of the fastest. Again, why did I say this is so weird? It was one of the fastest years of my life for some reasons. So yeah, it feels like yesterday, but also because I watched this movie every year, so I know them by heart. But still, they are like so funny. Like, I do not get bored at all. And I actually like to engage with the movie while watching it. It's not just something I am mindless about. So I also watched Jack Frost, which I mentioned. But like, I preserve my favorites for like the week of Christmas, or maybe the weekend before Christmas. For sure, one of my favorites is, you can guess it, The Holiday. It's such a great classic. I love it so much, like a rom-com plus a Christmas themed movie. It's the perfect match for me. And of course the cast. I love that movie. But also another one, which maybe it's a bit niche, it's The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. It's from years ago. I don't know if it's properly a Christmas movie. It's set around Christmas, like it's set on Christmas Eve, the night before Christmas. But it's really lovely also in the atmosphere, the environment, the Christmas atmosphere it creates. So there is that. And then, of course, Christmas Carol. The one, the animation movie with like Jim Carrey. That one is a classic, I think. But I remember I watched it when I was a child, when it came out at the movie theater, at the cinema, and I was almost scared, like, because I was a child, like I was little. But it's so intense, and it's also so well made in the animation. It's so good. I like to watch it on Christmas Eve. Maybe not this year, but yeah, like around the Christmas days, because yeah, it's a classic, and I love Christmas Carol in general, like the story, the narration. Yeah, but also this one will make you laugh. I mean, this is not so serious, but A Muppets Christmas Carol. I became to know the movie because of Zoe Sag. But it's so funny. I was not so familiar with the Muppets, to be honest, because it's something maybe, like, I was born mid-90s, and so I was like an infant when the Muppets were a thing. But they're so funny and so cute, and I love it. It's just something so lighthearted, which it's so heartwarming around Christmas time, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it's basically the Christmas Carol in the Muppets version, in a Muppets version. It's funny. Also, in terms of child content, I've also become to know, I don't know if this is correct, but the Snowman. It's such a cute animation, like so vintage in a way. It's from the 80s. And I did not know, in Italy, I mean, there is an Italian version, like with the actual voiceover in Italian, but I did not know it until lately, because I think it's so popular in England. But yeah, it's such a great story, like those story you maybe put on the television in the afternoon around Christmas time, and then like you go and do things around the house, but you have that narration, that animation on in the background, which keeps you company. It's another great story. And then, of course, Miracle on the 34th Street. I like to watch that on the actual Christmas day. That is the definition of a Christmas movie for me, because I always used to watch it on Christmas Day, Christmas night, when I was a child at home. Yeah, that is so good. And I love also the fact, I think it's set in the 90s. It's from the 90s, or maybe, yeah, I think it's the 90s. And I love the New York ambience. Yeah, the scenery. Come on, it's a classic. Otherwise, always to stay on the vintage vibe, I would say It's a Wonderful Life, which is a movie I have watched in the past bunch of years, because of course as a kid I would get bored, but now that I get to understand it and also appreciate the black and white, like the vintage vibe of the movie and the story itself, I love it. It's another classic for me. And then another movie, which is probably my favorite, and I mentioned this, but most of the people I know, they do not know this movie, because to be honest, I don't know, yeah, it's niche and maybe it's not properly a Christmas movie, but I love it. And it's The Preacher's Wife, with Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington, from the 90s, maybe even 80s. I love it also because it tells the story of, this preacher's family. Yeah, and also there are some segments in which Whitney Houston sings, and it's beautiful. It's a story set around Christmas. So that is also really good. It's probably my favorite one. So let me know if you wanna, if you know it or not, if you wanna check it out, or what are your favorite movies, Christmas movies, what do you like to watch? For sure there are so many, there are, even Trading Places or Home Alone. But those ones, I maybe put them on in the background while I bake or I do something else. Other movies are like The Family Stone, I think, which is super funny, with Diane Keaton, Rachel McAdams, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and so many other known actors. That one is funny as well. It's also a bit emotional, but yeah, it's one of those movies which maybe, I put them on in the background. So yeah, I guess there is not much else to do or to share for today. By the way, do not take me wrong. Another thing I really like to do on these winter days is, of course, to read books. And I am, of course, I wanted to update you. I am, of course, going on with reading CapCut. I am midway through the third book. And yeah, I am loving it, just to update you on that. I must say, I was so tempted by, it was a dream. It was never a reality, a real possibility, but I was tempted by the Sarah J. Maas Advent Calendar, which is all over the place on TikTok. There is a De Valaris Advent Calendar, which was such a flop. But then there is this other Advent Calendar, all about the Sarah J. Maas universe. I think it's a French edition, it's from a French commerce, but I think it ships and delivers all around the world. And it was way out of my budget, so yeah, it's just a dream. But I really like to go on TikTok every day and see, I mean, watch the advent calendar reveals. And there are so many great, like, great goodies, like, incredible. I think it's so well worth the price. And it's about, of course, Ecuador, but also Crescent City, and the Throne of Glass, which I think are the main Sarah J. Maas series. So, yeah, that was another dream of mine, but I'm really enjoying watching the TikToks about it, and of course, reading the books. Ecotar, I hope I can finish the third book this month, of course, in time for the holidays. So yeah, I guess this is it for today. Gosh, like these days, I am so sleepy. Today I slept in for real, and it's wild because throughout the week, like, I always go to sleep at the same time, I wake up at the same time, I sleep well. Yet this past week at night, I was so, not even tired, to be honest. I was not tired, but I was so sleepy. I would end up falling asleep on the sofa, which never happened. It's wild. I don't know what is it. I hope, I don't know, you know me, maybe it was the moon phase, it's the moon cycle, but I hope, because I love nighttime, I'm such a night owl, and I love to cherish the cozy vibe, the cozy atmosphere around Christmas time at night, so I hope there is some sort of a change in this. But I also think it's because we are closer to the solstice, clearly this month, so pretty much here the sun rises around 8 a.m. and it sets at like 4 p.m., not even. So there is, like, I wake up with the dark, and then mid-afternoon it's dark, like pitch black already. And I think because of my brain chemistry, because of how it works, I stay kind of sleepy all day, even if I'm not tired. Anyway, apart from this, what I want to tell you is, yeah, I guess happy Advent Sunday. Also for you, when you watch this, it's another week already. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow with some other great Christmas content. But until then,